Hi, this is Keith Krantz with Dominate Web Media, and today I'm going to talk about Facebook advertising. Right now, my absolute most favorite form of online marketing there is out there right now. I'm absolutely addicted to it. We've got so many clients right now just beginning to use Facebook advertising and absolutely just killing it, being blown away, and just the return on investment is just we're talking like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times some of their other advertising. So pretty cool stuff. Just imagine getting 1 million impressions for free. Okay? An impression, in case you don't know, is every time an ad or a status update is seen by somebody. It's in their field of vision. Or like a commercial on TV is every time somebody sees the commercial. Okay, doesn't mean they like clicked on it or anything, but it's in their field of vision. Okay, so imagine getting 1 million impressions for free to a highly targeted audience or demographic. That's what I'm going to show you how to do here today. Actually, pretty cool stuff. So, I mean, where are your customers? Well, there's 550 million users on Facebook. Everybody knows Facebook's where everything is headed. You can't turn on the TV without hearing a commercial or anything telling you to go to their Facebook page. And you know, people aren't telling you to go to their website anymore. They're telling you to go to their Facebook page because that's where the engagement is. That's where the activity is. That's how you get to know your customers and they get to know you. So the average Facebook user spends 5.5 hours per week on Facebook. 5.5 hours. Unbelievable. 50% of registered users log in every single day. So 50% of those 550 million are active users. The average user creates 90 pieces of content every month. We're talking massive engagement. You know, status updates, events, commenting on people's profiles, groups, pages, all kinds of stuff. So what about television and radio? You know, I've always actually been a big fan of television and radio. But television, if you had the choice right now to spend $1,000 in marketing or $10,000, would you rather put it in television and radio or Facebook? How much money would 1 million impressions cost you in some of these other traditional forms of marketing, in TV ads, in radio ads, in newspaper ads, in direct mail ads, Valpak, Community Shopper, all those different direct mail type, or just the traditional direct mail, which mind you, I actually am a huge fan of highly targeted direct response mail, but not the blanket mail. Okay, so I don't know how much it would cost you, but it depends on where you live and which media channel you decide to do. But we all know it gets expensive. It can get really expensive. And what I'm going to show you is how you can use Facebook to basically get massive impressions for free, or when you do get charged, you're actually only getting charged when that highly targeted potential customer is clicking on your ad and coming to take a look at your ad or coupon. So talk about money well spent. That's what we're talking about here. So let's go ahead and go check it out here. I'm gonna go ahead, and it's gonna be not a real long video, but I'm gonna show you lots of stuff. Okay, it's just gonna be a general Facebook advertising, but really take notes. Please take notes, because I'm going to go through a lot of stuff pretty quickly here, because I want to kind of get through so somebody can take this video and actually create an ad and actually have some success. We are going to be coming out with much more advanced trainings down the road here, and hitting each area more specifically. But I want you to be able to take this and actually go out and create an ad and test it and stuff. So we're just going to kind of walk through. So here's an example of, and actually this is an ad we did today for an Italian restaurant. And what we did was they're offering, it's basically a brand new Facebook page for these guys. Okay, so they want to build the page up, so they're offering a buy one get one free. And we got 132,000 impressions. Over here you'll see that 155 clicks on the ad. Click-through rate 0.12 average, and cost per click was about 32 cents for this particular ad. Cost per impression was about 38 cents. $49.99. $50 was spent. So in this particular ad, 132,000 impressions, 155 clicks. But more importantly, let's go take a look at where we're sending them. The situation, we're sending them to a brand new Facebook page that was just created right here. Okay, Aversano's Italian Restaurant. When they click the ad, they get taken right here. Okay, we want them to be. We try to keep people inside of Facebook because Facebook likes you to stay inside of Facebook. So sometimes your ads can actually be a little bit cheaper and they'll cost you less money. Plus, the consumer, the end user, Facebook, they feel safe. They feel comfortable if you keep them inside of Facebook. Facebook isn't a place to, isn't made for selling stuff. It's not Google, okay? It's not Amazon. It's social. So if you're creating an ad in Facebook, you need to be real careful that you're offering high value content or great deal, and you're not pitching them a lot of stuff. And you're, like I said, keeping them inside here. People just they feel safe. So, like I said, we're taking this landing page. We want them to do one thing. Click like to get your buy one, get one free dinner entree coupon. So you click like here, and this reveals, that's called a gateway tab or a reveal tab. The rest of your content does not actually show up until you click like, because you want to make it very simple, and you want to make the end user, they can really only do one step. The first thing you want them to do is to click like, okay, before anything else. In case they don't, go after your coupon and give you their name and email, you want them to at least like your page, so now they're a fan, so you have that access there. So the step 2 though is to enter your name and email below, and your coupon will be available for print instantly. So they have to enter their name, phone number, and email. In this case, it's a restaurant, so we like to ask for phone numbers. In a lot of other niches, we might not ask for phone number because we want to make it as easy as possible. In some niches, we might not even ask for name either, just email only, maybe like in weight loss and some stuff. So internet marketing even, just depends. So in this case, today, this page had about 40 likes, and so they got about 127 people that liked the page in this one ad in one day. And let's see here. More importantly, let's go over to Aweber, to our email autoresponder, email marketing platform, and let's look at Aversano's. Okay, we got Aversano's list here, and we've got 124 subscribers. Okay, and notice they all started basically today, and 124 subscribers. Okay, we're talking. Let's go back and look at that real fast here. So now we've got, what did I say? 155 clicks. We've got 124 subscribers that gave us their name, phone number, and email. So we can email them anytime. We can text them anytime we want on a slow day. And all of that cost $50. Oh, and 130 or 40 new likes on the page. Unbelievable. So you got somebody that spent $50 and got 120 some odd people to put their name, email, and phone number in to print off a coupon. Okay, that takes some work. That's not just like getting a coupon and grabbing it. That's like taking some work. People are nervous these days to get your coupon. They're gonna come in and spend money. So, but not how much money would you have to spend if you were doing the traditional, say, Valpak? I'd say they usually probably get in a restaurant like that. They might get 40 or 50. I'd say that's pretty high, to be honest with you. 30 or 40 redemptions off one zone of 10,000. So they might spend $1,200-$1,300 for 3 zones and get 100 or 150 redemptions. And in this case, we're spending $50 and getting 120 people. But not only that, 120 people on the email and phone list, and 130 or 40 fans. It's unbelievable. So and so the email list and the Facebook fans, those are assets. Down the road, you build those up enough, you don't need to be spending any more money on marketing. So pretty cool stuff there. Let's look at another one here. This is an Ocean Shores, a company they bought a new campground in Ocean Shores and they want to lease out the lots. So we did a little test ad for 3 hours, and we're over here. You can see the ad, see the photo here. 3 days free Ocean Shores, and typically you'll see the photo here. That a lot of times with the photos, it's a big deal. So you want to. Some people have had a lot of good luck with very colorful ads. Also with black and white, because black and white stands out because everything else is color. Also, women always have a higher conversion rate, and sometimes like a nice, pretty face, like a pretty good face shot helps too. So, and this, I like this photo because it's kind of like it's black and white, yet it's colorful, yet it's exotic. So the photo definitely helped our click-through rate, which was about 0.2, which is good, very good. And so in this particular ad, we got 50,000 impressions, 101 clicks, and spent $56. And let's take a look at the numbers here. I've got a little. I'm not going to go into the numbers, to be honest. I don't want this video to go too long, but it's another ROI. It's just unbelievable. This company was spending an average of about $400 to get a lead in the door, and we averaged about $1 per lead. We had about 70 people opt into the email list in 3 hours, and even if only 5% of those turn into appointments, it's still a unbelievable difference compared to what they're paying. So pretty cool. So here's another one. This is actually kind of interesting. It's a client who has it's kind of a natural form of it's like a natural form of Viagra. It's a not a male enhancer, but I don't know. It's compared to Viagra, so it's natural, I guess. You don't have to go to the doctor or anything. It's a brand new company, and so we did a test ad for him, and you see here we did about 345,000 impressions, 500 clicks, click-through rate. Look at this one here, 0.4%. That's very high, 24 cents a click, and we'll talk about headlines and stuff like that in a second here, but let's go ahead and actually get into the ad. I just want to show you a little bit, some different ads, and show you kind of the sales funnel process that needs to be taken, and I'll go into that a little bit more here as we create an ad. So let's go ahead and just create an ad and go through the process. Okay, so one thing, right? This stuff we're going to talk about right now. Write all this down. URL. You always want to do a URL, okay? So if you're keeping them inside of Facebook, you don't want to do an ad to your Facebook page, because then what happens is it makes it so you can't change the photo, which is, you want to be able to use any photo you want. It's really one of the most important factors. And so you want to always just put a URL. So if it's Facebook, you just put facebook.com/your username. So let's do this. Let's just put facebook.com and /Keith Krantz personal page, which I would never do, but let's see here. Let's do something. How about I like to golf, so let's do something golf related. How about maybe a golf product, an online product to help you, hit the ball along farther. Let's do something like getting out drove. Getting out driven, maybe? It's kind of a weird. Sick of getting out driven would be better, but we don't have very many characters here, and I think I want to say 15, but for some reason I just want to look. 25. Okay, so getting out the Okay, so this ad is going to be targeted at golfers. So getting out drove, people are going to know what you're talking about here. So, and maybe we'll say something like, "Are you sick of all your playing partners hitting it way by you? If so, check out. If so, find out how you can get 15 yards longer in 30 days. 21 days, how about? People like fast results, instant, okay? Are you sick of all your playing partners hitting it by you? If so, find out how you can get 15 yards, how you can hit it. Let's do hit it. Sorry here, I just want to hit it 15 yards longer, farther, whatever. We're not going to go into this too much, but in 21 days. Okay. Free report. Okay. Okay, so, and then we're going to choose an image. Now, I want to talk about this stuff right here. This stuff's very, very important. Now, with online marketing, whether you have a brick and mortar business or you're marketing any type of information product or physical product, the headline, the copy, which is the sales text in here, that's the copy. That's the most important part. All this stuff is the most important part, okay? Because you need people to click on your ads to make money, okay? And also, guess what? Facebook will reward you for better ads because the higher your click-through rate, the lower cost per click your ad is. So what's a click-through rate? Click-through rate is, let's say your ad is shown to 100 people, and that means you had 100 impressions. And one person clicked on that ad. Guess what? That'd be a 1% click-through rate. Okay, if you did a separate ad and you had 10 people clicking on it out of 100 impressions, you'd have a 10% click-through rate. So if on the 10% click-through rate ad, I guarantee your ad price is going to be about 5 times cheaper. Okay, so you want to have better click-through rates. Okay, so you get more clicks and they cost less money. It's kind of a win-win situation. So the headline and the photo and the copy is so important. The headline's the most important, and the photo is really the most important actually in Facebook ads, and the headline combined. It just depends, but and I'm not even saying this isn't even. I don't even really like this headline here, but I just wanted to just try something out here. So photo, like I said, colorful photo, maybe something off the wall a little bit. But with Facebook though, you gotta take a few things into consideration. Facebook is not Google. Okay, Facebook is a club. Okay, Facebook wants you to be invited into their club, and guess what? If you're, it's like a party. Okay, if you're at a party and you're all having a good time, and a guy walks up you haven't even met before. Hey, how you doing? I'm Joe, and you're talking to him for 10 seconds. The next thing you know, he's telling you about this car he's got that he wants to sell you. He works down at the local dealership, blah 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 blah. Or this opportunity. I got this opportunity that you're gonna make $1 million, right? Nobody likes to talk to that guy. Get out of here, right? So Facebook's the same way. It's social. People don't like being pitched to. So every single ad is actually approved by a human, unlike Google. So Facebook, you can't have a picture of a girl with big boobs and then have it selling a golf club. It just doesn't work. Okay, once in a while, you're going to get stuff approved, but a lot of times, which I'll show you here, you'll actually have one photo, the exact same ad will get approved, and then a couple days later, you might change your price or something like that, or your budget, and it'll get disapproved. The exact same ad, same photo, because somebody else has a little different judge. Is a different opinion. So, like I said, you want to have catchy headlines. That's a whole another. We're talking massive training. There's people that spend days and days and days and years learning how to write headlines. It's really the most important part, and I can't stress that enough. You have to have good headlines. People don't like to feel pain. Okay, so you want to hit them. That's why I said getting outdrove. Okay, so that's pain. People are actually twice as motivated by fear as they are by gain. Okay, so somebody's going to be twice as apt twice as motivated by fear of loss than they are by motivated by gain. So that's one thing to just kind of remember. So are you sick of all your playing partners hitting it by you? If so, find out how you can hit it 15 yards longer in 21 days. Free report, free guide probably is what I would say actually, free guide and something like that. But anyways, let's see here. That's kind of a long copy one. I typically wouldn't really want to do it this long, to be honest with you either. Then we'll find a good photo there. And we're not going to do that right now though. Okay, so while we're still up here, I want to talk about the sales funnel. So I showed you the one ad that we had that we took you to the Facebook landing page for the free coupon for dinner. Okay, so another way to do it is called a sandwich page. And there's a couple different strategies with the sandwich page, but some people, you might do an ad asking a question or offering an answer to a question. Like an example we did with my fitness guy, we did, oh man, I can't remember actually what the ad was called. Let's check it out here. We'll pull it up here in a second, but we did one talking about abs. Okay, we did quite a few different ones, but we took them to a sandwich page. And so what I'm going to do is this one here. Okay. Let's pull up this one here. Okay, there's the ad. Okay. Okay. Your man will worship you. Now this one here, see this photo here, which it actually wasn't the best photo on this one. This is we had some other better ones, but we actually had this is an example where we had a problem getting approved and with this ad. So it's funny, I actually have a photo and some other ads that we've used multiple times and other ads that didn't get approved with this one. But so we just tried something funny here. We did a bunch of different ones too, but this is the one I pulled up. So your man will worship you. This is obviously targeted at women. Lose belly fat now. The top 3 reasons you cannot get a six-pack and how you can get one now. So what that does is it actually takes them to this page here. Okay, this is another Facebook page, but we made it kind of a sandwich page. But in this situation, we wanted to actually build up his following and his email list along with sell a back-end product. So it's kind of a combination in this situation. So click like to find out the top 3 reasons you cannot get a six-pack. Okay, so right here, we give them the answer. Top 3 reasons you cannot get a six-pack. Boom, 1, 2, 3. We offer them, and so we give them the answer, and basically they come, they're satisfied. We built a little bit of trust. Now down at the bottom here, notice it says, do you want the truth about abs? Enter your email below to watch a free video presentation about the whole truth behind rock solid abs. They do that. That takes them to a sales video page that has a product, a weight loss, basically a six-pack abs weight loss product. So that's a different strategy. And another strategy you can do is you can just take them right from your ad to a landing page website with maybe a video or sales page. Lots of different ways, but like I said, sometimes it's kind of better to keep them within Facebook. So let's go back to the ad. Okay, so now targeting. Okay, so let's do, we're going to do United States, let's do Canada, and how about Australia, and maybe UK. Yeah, let's do UK. Okay, so we're going to do a big audience here, and let's maybe do 35 to 64 men. And you'll notice there's still a lot of people, but let's go down here a little bit. And the bid. See this right here, pay for clicks? The suggestions bid is so right now it's 99 cents to $1.74. That's going to change every time you change something up here. So watch this. Let's change the 35 to 18. So 18 to 64 instead of 35-year-olds to 64. and look at the bid went down. Now the suggested bid, the lowest, is 93 cents to $1.44. Okay, so 35 to 65, that's going to be your kind of people that have the most money, that are going to have the highest chance to spend money, and so there's more competition, hence higher rates. See, jumped up a little bit, not a whole lot yet, but let's see here. Okay, so this is where it really makes a difference. Likes and interest. Let's put golf. Okay. Now, if I do golf, watch what happens. From 44 million or whatever it was to 727,000. Now, if I just did that and I left it, that's all I did. My bid just went up to 143 to 239. Because golf is a kind of a, supposedly it's a higher rich man's, not a rich man's sport, but people have called it that. It costs a lot of money to play. So now, is that ad targeted? Probably not, because it just says golf. I mean, this could be anybody. And so what we want, I mean, this could be somebody that's literally in a wheelchair that's retired and they can't golf anymore. They watch golf every day, though. Okay, so what about maybe playing golf? Look at that. I just went from, gosh, 700,000, I think is what it was. Something like that. 727 maybe? 727,000 to playing golf, okay? Tell me, where are you going to have a higher click-through rate? Playing golf or golf? Absolutely. You want guys that are playing golf. Okay? And see how Facebook also starts to pull up stuff here? So in this situation, golf's really kind of the only one, but maybe we can start with golf and see what it starts to come up with. Okay, golfing, maybe that one. That one might be a good one. Okay, it's jumped way up there, but we'll keep it in there for now. Golf fix with Michael Breed. Look at that. Let's watch that. It's a show. Definitely, that's one we're going to want to do. And Golfsmith, it's just they sell products, and so let's just, for now, I don't want to go off and on. Whoops. Let's see what that. Let's take that one off. Okay, so advanced targeting. This is where you can. This is pretty cool here. Target users who are connected to a certain page. Okay, so in this situation though, you have to actually be an admin, okay, of the page. So I can like target people that are just fans of like a page that I'm an admin of. Okay, it's going to be a very small group. So typically you don't want to do this because it's going to be very small, but you might want to do something to like do an ad to like just maybe create engagement within your fan base, so they see you and it kind of reminds them of your page. Little kind of a ninja trick there. As far as the other way of targeting people that like certain pages, okay, now you do that in the likes and interest section. Okay, so now we're going to go back up to the likes and interest, and let's pick how about Tiger Woods. See that? Tiger Woods, that means they either like him or maybe they like his page. Okay, goes way up. But this could be anything. This could be a golf. Okay, for example, there is a let's see if it comes up. Sand trap. Nope, it doesn't. There's a Facebook page. It's called the Sand Trap. How about let's see here. Okay, like you can do basically any decent sized Facebook fan page. If somebody likes that page, then it will pop up in likes and interests. For example, Social Media Examiner. Okay, see that? That's a Facebook page. So people that like, that's going to go target to anybody that likes that page. So just imagine the targeting that you can do. If you're doing something in the hunting industry, you can go after certain big pages that have a lot of fans. So you can go and you can search all the different pages or in your category, you know, so I can go back to like this window over here and search for golf. Okay. And let's see what we got here. And we can find maybe a typical page that I want to target after. You know, maybe I want to do this Callaway golf one. Where's it at? Right here. And I want to do an ad headline that says like Callaways, like Callaway clubs. If so, check this out. Okay, you see where I'm coming? You can do a lot of cool things. You can literally do one ad only targeted after a specific page that people like, and then make the headline and the ad copy related to that. And so people can really, they see it and it clicks, okay? There's so many different things you can do here. I don't want to go too long in this video though, but let's see here. As far as advanced demographics, and we're interested in men, women, all single, relationship, languages. I mean, you can do birthdays. You can do specific ads just on birthdays. There's like over 1 million people a day on that one. Education, workplaces, lots of different things there. Campaign and budget. Typically, you want to start your budget out at least start it out halfway decent. If you start your budget out at like $2 or $5 a day, then what happens is Facebook just kind of assumes that you're not serious and they won't show your ad much. So let's say you want to do a $10 a day budget. What I would suggest is starting out at like 30 or 40 or even 50, and then as soon as your ad starts to get shown, you can reduce your budget. Or maybe after you hit your $10 or $15 or whatever it is, then you just pause it until the next day and then change your, you know. So if you do that, you're going to get your ad shown a lot more, and then just monitor and then just pause it until the next day. So that's a pretty important piece there. So this one here started out at $50 a day. We moved it back to 25. You'll see that. So but like I said, if you're monitoring it closely, you don't have to move it back to 25. You can leave it at 50, but then you can just pause it. Okay, so pay for clicks. Let's talk about pay your bid. This is important. Okay, so like I said before, the better your click-through rate is, the better your price is going to be. So what Facebook is suggesting for your bid is not what you're going to pay for your bid. Okay. This is a really high one right now, so I don't even really want to use this as an example, but we're here, so I'm going to. So golf is definitely expensive. So, but either way, you see how it says 140 to 219. Depending on who you talk to, some people will say like start your bid out at maybe like 3 cents above the low. Okay, 143 to get it started. Some people will say start it out at 50% of the low bid. You know, and some people will say start it in the middle just to get it going. There's basically 2 different strategies. If you're really worried about, you know, really budgeting and not letting it get away from you, you can always start really low. Maybe you can start at 1/3 of the suggested low. So say it's $1.40 here. Maybe you start it at 50 cents, okay? And then you look at it once it gets approved and your ad is not being shown. It's not being shown. It's not being shown at all. So now what you're going to do is you're going to have to raise it up a little bit. So you can keep raising it incrementally until it starts to get shown. That way you won't get in trouble, and then you'll stay at the low end of the bid. Okay. The other strategy, if you want to get your kind of get it moving right away, is like I said, maybe start at, like some people say, start at 2 or 3 cents over the low bid. I honestly think you should start at lower than that because it always ends up being a lot lower than the low bid anyways. So it's up to you. I mean, you could start this one at 121 if you wanted to, or something like that. And my guess is it's going to get shown a lot right off the bat, just because it's, you know, in a lot of these industries, it's just not that competitive yet. Now, if you're talking about social media marketing products or internet marketing, yeah, then we're talking. There's some serious competition. You know, you're going after the best of the best. But if it's a kind of a regular business or a lot of other different niches, it's still competitive, but this Facebook advertising is definitely still in its infancy stages right now. So even though it's been around for a few years. So lots of time to really have some success at it, but you got to just watch that. And like I said, the better you do, the lower your price will be. I'm not going to go into pay for impressions right now. One little thing though is if you have a really good ad and you get it, and it's got a great headline, and you got a good audience, and you're getting a really high click-through rate, and say your cost per click comes down to like 20, 23, 24, 25 cents a click, you can actually, that's when you might want to go ahead and switch to pay per impressions. Basically, let's say for example, if your click-through rate is 0.2 or 0.3 or better, let's go over here. So this here, see it's 0.1 here, it's 0.11 here. If I was at like 0.2 or 0.3, then I could actually then I could kind of switch it over to a cost per impression, because now I'm just getting paid for every 1,000 impressions. But because I have such a high converting ad, that it's actually going to be even cheaper. So I might have an ad that's like charging me 25 cents per click, but if I switched it over to cost per impression, it might go down to 12 or 13 cents per click, because it's just per impression, per every 1,000 views. So I'm not going to go into that too detailed right now, but because right now you don't want to start with cost per impression or else you can get slaughtered. So let's see here. Then you go ahead and we can review your ad, and then place the order and wait for them to get it approved. But typically, if you're doing an ad, you want to try to get your estimated reach down, a lot lower than this, maybe 50,000, 40,000. Then you're going to have a lot better success with your cost per click. It should be a more targeted audience. But if it's a local business and maybe it's a local gym or something like that, you might target it down to like 1,500 people, okay? And it's just going to show it over and over and over. And so it's pretty cool. So the one thing real quick I want to touch on is the impressions. Like I said before, you imagine getting 1 million impressions for free, okay? Now, you can, and here's how. There's two forms of advertising, and really two strategies you should use, and sometimes you can kind of combine them. But one is you are finding a highly targeted audience, and you're trying to figure out a highly converting headline, photo, and everything to for people to click on your ad and drive them to your offer, right? Whether it's a free report or a free coupon or what, right? So you want a lot of people clicking on it, but they're highly targeted, so they're going to turn into customers and you're going to make money. Now, let's say you want to do a branding marketing campaign. Let's say you've got a big, huge event that you're putting on, or maybe it's a local fair or chamber of commerce or whatever. Okay, maybe it's a local sports team or something. They're getting ready to kick off the season, something like that. Maybe it's a new restaurant that's going to be opening. Whatever it is, an event. You can do branding, and you can just blast out your reach to maybe 1 million people, or maybe like 300,000 people in the local area. Okay, get your brand on there in the photos the best you can, and don't have a really highly converting ad. So that, you're not going to have a really compelling offer, but you want your brand out there. Okay, you want it out to everybody in the area for maybe a couple months. Okay, so now what's happening is, guess what? You've got an ad that's being shown out to hundreds of thousands of people over and over, right? So maybe it's to 300,000, but a lot of them are going to see it over and over. So then you're going to get up to the millions of impressions. Guess what? Nobody's clicking on it. It's not costing you any money. You're getting free branding. People are seeing your ad in the corner of their eye every few days, right? Every few days. Maybe 2 months later, boom, you switch it up. You're getting ready to open. You're getting ready for your event. You change up your ad. You have a really strong headline, good photo. People recognize it now. They've seen it, and now you can try to get clicks and spend some money, but you're converting them to your offer or to your event. Unbelievable. It's just, imagine being able to do that on TV. You can't do that. It's like free TV advertising, but to a better audience, because your customers live on Facebook and you can target them, absolutely laser target them. So pretty cool stuff. Please comment below. And any questions, like I said, we'll be coming out with more videos on lots of different topics, but more advanced videos with the specific topics and sections within Facebook advertising and conversions and stuff like that. So, all right, hope you enjoyed and have a great day.